Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes. This is the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can find our coverage on your smart TV with our Roku and Apple TV apps. We'll begin our broadcast in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. The game you're tuning in for isn't quite ready yet. Remember, you can follow other games with the MyTown TV smartphone app. Download it today. Our broadcast will begin shortly. Thank you for tuning in to the MyTown Sports Network. Our game hasn't started yet. Remember, you can follow us on Instagram for our complete broadcast schedule and more. This broadcast will begin in just a few minutes.
You are looking live at LST Johnson Arena on the campus of Morehead State University, nestled in the foothills of eastern Kentucky, and a mere 63 miles west of the center of the basketball universe. Good evening, everybody. I'm Chris Pullum, and welcome to the 16th Region Girls Finals. It's a familiar contest, Ashland and Russell facing off to see who will punch their ticket to the Sweet 16. I'm joined tonight by Brian Hall and also by Ben Spicer for our pregame show. And gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you, Chris. Yeah, excited to be here. It's glad to be back. One of the best events in sports, I think, guys. I love March Madness.
And that's certainly what you're getting here. Great environment. Other than the chili that we had before the game in the hospitality room, I think for a championship game, I think we would all agree, maybe not chili, maybe something else. I would even go with Giovanni's.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, at least they threw a baked potato in there. They gave us a little something. The brownie was pretty good, but yeah, I'm trying to rationalize it. It was rough overall.
Chili's like a Saturday matinee game. Like tomorrow would have been fantastic.
We were expecting that tomorrow,
For
actually.
me, I don't like chili on an 80-degree day.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Well, let's talk about both teams, the Russell Lady Red Devils and the Ashland Kittens. And Ben, I know you put together a video today of how both teams got here. Let's talk about Russell first.
Yeah, let's look at some highlights from last night, Russell and Boyd County's recap. You can check out full highlights on the MyTown TV YouTube. Kennedy Darnell, man, she is having herself a 16th region tournament so far, putting up some great numbers, 22 points per game, 13.5 rebounds. Offensive rebounding, putbacks, defense, just gritty, tough wins. That's kind of been the mantra for Russell. I love the defensive matchup between these two. I'm sure that's something you guys will talk about more in depth. Gabby Oborn, 0 for 6 from 3 last night against Boyd County. She was 4 for 7 in the first game, but she found a way to facilitate, get to the rim, and then those offensive rebounds, man. Kennedy Darnell, along with that 22 points per game, 13.5 rebounds, like we said, and shooting 46.4%, 84% at the line. She was tough last night, getting it done for Russell as they advance here to the 16th region championship.
And it wasn't just Darnell on the glass last night. It was Kenley Coons. It was Cam Fleming. Both had big nights on the glass. And Brian, you've coached some of these girls before. Talk to me about Gabby and Kennedy, and I think you coached Cam too. And
I did. Cam Fleming is just that team player. She's the quintessential kid you got to have. She does whatever you ask her to do. She defends, she rebounds, she doesn't care about the dirty work. Gabby is an interesting kid. She's can be a little streaky sometimes, but she plays with her heart on her sleeve and plays hard every night. And Kennedy Darnell, what can I say about Kennedy, what she's doing here in this postseason, not ready to finish that career. So.
Yeah, Kennedy was our MyTown TV player of the game last night when they dispatched Boyd County in Game 1, and Game 2 featured the Ashland Kittens. And you mentioned Gabby Oborn, a little cold from behind the three-point line. Ashland, who's been cold from behind the three-point line all season, has heated up at the right time, 20 of 40 right now. But let's take a look at their highlights from last night.
Yeah, Chris, you could probably count on one hand teams that could beat either of these schools if one of them hits 14 threes, and that was the case for Ashland last night. Alexis Troxler knocking it down from deep. She had 8 points early in that first quarter. Gabby Carly. This is a spoiler alert. It's going to be a lot of threes made in this highlight reel. Ashland, the driving kick here from Carly. She finds Zoe J. Smith, the 8th grader, who's been phenomenal for the Kittens this season. And then on the attack, this one was right before the end of the first half. Ari Gully, last year's region tournament MVP, showing off from range. She almost had 3 threes in this one, had one that was just inside the arc, but hit 2 other threes, including that buzzer beater. Then Zoe J. Smith dishing it off to Brooke Campbell for the 3. As we said, Ashland hit 14 threes in this game. If either team hits double-digit threes tonight, I think they probably have an edge in this one, guys. What do you think?
I think you're right. Ashland 6 threes away from setting the all-time single tournament record for threes in a 16th region tournament. I know you didn't want to talk about that, Brian, but Ariana Gully, who last night passed the 1,000-point mark, she did that on a three-pointer right in front of the Ashland bench.
I mean, if she's going to make threes and Alexis Troxler's going to make threes, Ashland becomes even tougher to beat as they already are. I mean, we talked yesterday extensively about their depth. That is kind of the opposite for Russell. I mean, they've got 2 or 3 kids coming off that bench that most teams in the 16th region would like to have in their starting lineups.
Yeah, and you talk about both these teams, very talented. I think if beginning of the season you tried to predict who was going to be in this championship game, you probably would have guessed Russell and Ashland facing off. And mainly because you've got 2 of the best coaches you're going to find in Eastern Kentucky, and Mandy Lane and Stacy Davis. And Ben, I think you were able to get Stacy Davis on the mic yesterday.
We got a little creative here at this 16th region tournament. We had Coach Stokes from Rowan County mic'd up on day 1, and then we got Stacy Davis to agree to put a mic on last night. So we got a little exclusive access for you here. This is Coach Stacy Davis mic'd up against Menifee County last night.
I'm not live.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it live.
Okay.
Isn't that right, Ben? I wouldn't do it live. Yeah, he'll edit out.
Okay.
I already told him. I said, don't judge me. That's Dwight. First time you're wrong today. Hey, it's ours. I take that back. You still haven't been wrong yet. Hey.
To the handle.
Now listen, this is game 2 of defending your title, okay? Go out, play hard, have fun. Play for each other, compliment each other, give us energy on the floor, we'll give you energy out here, okay? Have fun. You know who you got? Ready to go back over? You got to box out 3.
Yeah.
She will shoot outside too, okay? She's one you can't lose either. You've got 5 gabs. She's quick, can get downhill. Just keep her in front of you. Don't try to reach steals. Just keep her in front and maintain, all right?
As long
Box
as I have
out.
a hand up,
Hey,
I'm
get
good.
it and go. Let's run 94 feet for 32 minutes, all right? Relax on your layups, okay? Make your layups. You don't want me to, listen, you don't want me to have to take a sweatshirt off if I get too hot. It's ugly.
Yeah,
It's ugly. And the mic. You don't want me to have to turn that thing off.
Another one.
Whatever Trox ate tonight, she can eat again. Hard traps in it. Hard traps. Let's go. Let's go. Way to start. Way to start. 1, 2, 3, sister it. Let's go. Don't let up. Don't let up. 5's going wing. Watch. Watch.
What's the back cut?
Hey, listen. That's how you share the basketball. Okay? That leads to good, easy buckets. Everybody's sharing the basketball. Love it. I love it. Hey, we're going to go 50x. Okay? 50x. Even though I know 5 usually has it, whatever, but read it, because once they go and trap, read that, because they're probably going to try to throw it back, be ready to rotate.
You got to be pleased with the performance of your team.
Very pleased on both sides of the ball. Defensively, our pressure has continued from the last game, but really pleased with how we're sharing the ball on offense. Hey, Jenna, you got 3. Good job, Trox. Finish it here. Finish. I know we're here, but give me another minute or so, and we'll let you all rest so we can go defend the title tomorrow. Okay, let's go.
Let's go, sister on 3.
1, 2, 3, sister. 1,000, baby. If 3 gets in and post, just read it. Weak side, come over and help. Box out, get and go. We're going to run motion, spread it out. Hey, if you got a shot or you got a lane, you take it.
Whoa, hey, fellas. You know the routine.
My bad. We got you.
Tom?
Now entering Clarks, number 24 from Georgetown, Kentucky, Malachi Marino. Make some noise for number 22, Drayton Hawthorne. You know him. You can't guard him. From Woodford County, number 2, Jasper Johnson.
Return. Fresh. Fuel. Clarks.
Ashland Credit Union is proud to offer 10 $1,000 scholarships to empower students taking the next steps on their journey. See website for more details or email scholarships@ashlandcu.org for more information.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
Ashland deserves leadership that is steady and strategic with a bold vision for the future. That's exactly how I lead. Forward with smart growth. Forward with responsible budgeting. Forward with safe neighborhoods and strong infrastructure. Forward with the opportunity for the next generation. I'm Amanda Clark, and I'm asking for your vote for the Ashland City Commission on May 19th.
At Primary Plus, we're more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, we have been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky, providing state-of-the-art care to the region we call home. With expert clinicians offering personalized care, we're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
This country runs on skilled hands, and right now, we don't have enough of them. Electrician jobs are booming, and IBEW Local 317 is training the folks who'll keep America lit. If you're ready to learn a trade that matters, visit us at 1848 Madison Avenue, Huntington.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
And we're back here at LST Johnson Arena for the Restoration RX pregame show. Chris Pullen, Brian Hall. And We're about 8 minutes, 45 seconds away from tipping off. Let's take a look at, we talked about Russell a little bit how they got here. Let's talk now, Brian, about the key players tonight for the Russell Lady Red Devils.
Well, you're going to start with Gabby Oborn. Gabby, 12 points a game, 77% from the free throw line. She struggled a little bit shooting early in this tournament, but Gabby can put up points in a hurry. Kennedy Darnell, we've seen her on the boards, shooting well, going to the basket, doing about everything she's done has worked for Russell so far this tournament. So
sure has, and those two have really been the heart and soul of this team. But then you've got players like Lily Irvin, who has struggled scoring, but man, her defense has been phenomenal, and her rebounding has been phenomenal in this one so far.
Absolutely, and Russell, they lack a little bit of depth. They're going to have to mix up defenses. That's Mandy Lane's MO, and so that.
Well, now we talk about the Ashland players, the key players tonight for the Kittens as they face off against the Russell Lady Red Devils, and it starts with Brooklyn Duckweiler, who I think if you're projecting next season who could be a potential player of the year in her senior year, that would be Brooklyn Duckweiler, averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds a game, and particularly here at the 16th Region Tournament, she has been a defensive nightmare, 5 steals per game. Gabby Parley, the leader of this team, 15 points a game, 6 rebounds, heading to Malone University next season. And then Ariana Gully, the reigning 16th Region MVP, 12 points, 9 boards, 71% from the free throw line. To go with that, last night she topped the 1,000-point mark for the Ashland Kittens. And it was a big night. They celebrated after the game. Her parents were happy. Absolutely. Everybody was happy. And now tonight, it's Brooklyn Duckweiler who's 12 points away from crossing the mark. So she might get there tonight, too. We're going to take another break. You are watching the Restoration RX pregame show right here on MyTown TV.
Mom, what's for dinner?
I want everybody to walk into Dutch Miller Key with as much confidence as I've got going down this hill.
I'm not sure a first-timer should be picking up this much speed.
88 miles an hour?
He's looking a little wobbly.
That's still pretty good. For a limited time, check out 0% APR for 48 months on select new Tellurites, Sorrentos, and Sportages, and be sure to ask about 90-day deferred payments.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX. Water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup, handled fast by certified pros. Call Restoration RX at 606-694-6946. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
Bong, bing, boom, bing, bong, boom, bing, bong, bingly, bongly, boom. Brilliant. Bong, bing, boom, bing, bong, boom, bing, bong, bingly, bongly, boom.
When you're ready for your next chapter, Jamie Lynn Barker at Century 21 makes it simple. Personalized service for buying or selling. Guided every step of the way. Call 606-831-5227.
Okay, Ashland, it's time to relax.
I'm David Salisbury, your current District 1 County Commissioner, and I ask for your support in the May 19th primary. Our physical court is driven economic growth through tourism, bringing new opportunities and investment to our community. From the new racetrack to our new 100,000 square foot sports complex, not to mention hosting 2 of the top 5 concerts in Kentucky, Rock the Country and Healing Appalachia. I am your 24/7 commissioner working for you every day. Humbly, I ask for your vote on the May 19th primary. Proven results, steady leadership, and continued success.
And we're back with the Restoration RX pregame show live from LST, and we caught up with head coach Mandy Lane before this contest. Let's listen to what she had to say.
I'm here with Ashland coach Stacy. I'm here with Russell head coach Mandy Lane. Coach, familiar territory for you. You've been here before. A familiar opponent. You've faced them before. You've faced them twice this season already. There are no secrets. What do you need to get right tonight?
We got to take care of the basketball once again. Rebounding is going to be a huge thing. Last game we did a pretty good job at times getting them one shot, or getting them to take a contested shot, but then they got the offensive rebound. So it's just a challenge, possession by possession. We've really, really tried to work on it. Evidence as last night against Boyd County, but it's still going to be a tall task.
Coach, just real quick, you've got a huge senior class. Tell me about what these girls have meant to your program over the years.
Kennedy Darnell, I've actually coached at Darnell for 15 years straight. So the family means a lot. They've always been very supportive of our program, and she's just a kid that you would dream about coaching. Gabby O'Born, we've 6 years together, and she's grown so much, and I'm just so proud of her growth. And Cameron Fleming had an excellent year. I've known her dad.
She had a really good game against Boyd County.
Yes, and I've known her dad and her mom since high school. As I talk about her all the time about how great of a person, that she is, and, so happy to have her. And Abby Sharp, just heartbroken for her not to get to play this year. She had put in so much hard work and, has still been a great leader for us and done so many things. We now call her assistant coach, but it's going to be a huge loss for us because they care about what the name on front of the jersey, and they care about this program, and we're going to miss them.
Coach, best of luck tonight. We'll be right back on MyTown TV.
Thank you.
Trust is something earned, not given. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
I'm Jamie Reese, your Boyd County Sheriff, and on May the 19th, I respectfully ask for your vote because protecting your families is not political, it's personal.
From the ground up, trust the pros at JR's Concrete. Residential or commercial, reliable, professional, done on schedule. Call 606-465-2601 today. Trust the pros at JR's Concrete. We pour it right.
First National Bank is proud to support the 16th Regional Tournament. Just like these athletes, we're committed to dedication and teamwork, on and off the court. From banking to big dreams, we're here for you. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I am DJ Reimer, a candidate to serve you on the Ashland City Commission. I believe in teamwork, dedication, and making our community stronger. Together, we can tackle the challenges Ashland faces and create opportunities for all of our residents. Let's work together to keep Ashland moving forward. And on November 5th, vote DJ Reimer.
Let's meet the starting lineups. First, for Ashland. For the Kittens, starting at guard, 5'9" junior, number 23, Jenna Delaney. At guard, a 5'9" junior, number 10, Brooklyn Duckweiler.
At guard, a 5'8" senior, number 11, Gabby Carley. At forward, a 6'1" junior, number 1, Alexis Troxler. And at forward, a 5'11" senior, number 25, Ariana Gully. Ashland has a record of 25 wins and 5 losses. The Kittens are coached by Stacy Davis, assisted by Michael Lynch, Beth Ingram, Allie Holly, and David Asidu. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the home team. On the scoreboard, Russell. For the Lady Devils, starting at guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 2, Lily Urban. At guard, a 5'3" senior, number 11, Gabby Oborn. At guard, a 5'9" senior, number 10, Kennedy Darnell. At forward, a 5'11" 8th grader, number 30, Kinley Coons. And at center, a 5'11" senior, number 32, Cameron Fleming. Russell has a record of 25 wins, 7 losses. The Lady Devils are coached by Mandy Lane, assisted by Gary Morris, Haley Sue Griffith, Nicole Glasser, and Michael Van Hoos.
So there you go, Brian. No surprises either way. Pretty much what we expected in the starting lineups tonight.
Absolutely. These two teams know each other pretty well. For Ashland, you've got Troxler, Duckweiler, Carley, Delaney, and Gully. And for Russell, Irvin, Darnell, Oborn, Coons, and Fleming.
Yeah, we talked about it already, Brian. This is the game that we all sort of circled at the beginning of the season. We thought it would be these two, and that's exactly how it's ended up.
Yeah, I mean, seems like yesterday we were talking about it would be March before we knew it, and now here we are.
So it'll be Troxler and Fleming jumping it up. The ball is up, and the tip is won by Ashland. Here's Carley. Quickly to Troxler in the corner. She'll drop it down to Gully. Now it's Delaney out front. Carley will reset things for Ashland. Here's Delaney on the wing. Delaney on the drive. Floater no good. Rebound by, was that Kennedy Darnell? It was.
It was Kennedy Darnell. They're going to get Ariana Gully with a foul. And that's not what either team wants to see, is that any of this first 5 get into foul trouble early.
No, definitely not, but that's a good sign for Russell if they can get fouls on Ariana Gully early. Another steal by Brooklyn Duckweiler. I say another because she's had 10 so far in 2 games here in Moorhead. Gully with a board. She'll put it back up. No good. Darnell with another rebound. Darnell coming off a double-double in the game against Boyd County. And she'll initiate the offense for Russell, and Delaney giving her a hard time up top. Oborn, wing, 3, no good. Delaney tipped that one over the line as she was in a battle with Lily Irvin for the rebound. Those are 2 different types of players, but they play sort of a similar role. They're the ones who do all the dirty work for both teams, aren't they, Brian?
Absolutely. The hustle plays like you just saw.
Oborn. Here's Irvin. Got to be real careful putting the ball on the deck around Duckweiler. Back cut from Coons. Nice cut, but couldn't run it down. It'll be Ashland's ball.
There on the ball there, it seemed like.
Too hot to handle. That's what we'll call that.
Even the ball's got a little extra momentum tonight.
So Carley will walk it up against pressure from Russell. Here's Troxler back to Carley. Russell in a 2-man front zone. Skip past the Duck. One more. Trox in the corner. Lifts her defender back out to Duck. Carley now splits the defense. Her floater up and in.
Tough shot.
So Ashland not quite as hot as they were last night.
But they are the first to score.
And we got to travel.
So the third turnover now for Russell. We'll give the ball back to Ashland. Luckily for Russell, Brian, Ashland really hasn't taken advantage of these turnovers yet.
No, not yet. But they cannot continue to give Ariana Gully multiple chances around the basket. She is going to make them pay.
Carly up top with Darnell on her. Delaney hands off to Carly. Carly trying to dribble herself open, but Darnell with her every step. Here's Gully now, low block against Fleming. She'll rise and fire and gets the bucket. Ariana Gully, her first bucket of the night. Now it's Darnell trying to answer back. Her scoop shot off the mark, rebounded by Fleming, but she couldn't hang on to it, so it'll go the other way.
Tough shot. Darnell Russell's trying to fill
make
out the
something
offense
happen, yeah.
here, yeah.
Russell here at the tournament only shooting 38% from the floor. But they, much like Ashland, have done it with their defense and with their rebounding. They've created second and third opportunities in both of their games. That's how they got here. Troxler puts it on the deck. Her shot up and in. Ashland getting work done in the paint early.
A little different start for Troxler. She was hot from three yesterday. Now she's attacking the rim.
Kittens with an early 6-0 lead. Here's Darnell trying to get something going for the Lady Red Devils. Irvin cut off on the baseline, had to back it out. Coombs to Oborn. Oborn trying to find room around Duckweiler, but that door closed. Lily Irvin, nice move to get a step on Carly. Her shot, though, a little too strong, rebounded by Gully. Ahead to Troxler. Troxler will catch, settle. Can't get the shot off. Taken away by Lily Irvin. That's what she does so well, Brian. Now it's Russell on the break. Ahead to Darnell. A trail blocked by Troxler, but a finish by Irvin.
Nice job at Kennedy Darnell staying in bounds there. Coach Davis unhappy with Troxler. She kind of gave up on the play. I think she thought she blocked it out of bounds.
Duckweiler, baseline J, no good. Rebound controlled by Darnell, and I believe that is her, got to be her third or fourth rebound. Darnell now. Paint jumper, falls. Russell now with 4 unanswered. Here's Duck on the wing. Doubled right away. Troxler had it taken away by Oborn. Ball still loose. Carly picks it up, dumps down to Delaney, and she'll get the layup. Maybe the two best defensive teams in the 16th region.
The styles they play defensively, shooting the gaps, mixing things up.
Zoe J. Smith at the table, ready to check in for Ashland at the next opportunity. Here's Oborn. What a career she's had for the Russell Lady Red Devils. Oborn has to bounce it outside now with a mismatch with Troxler on her. Kicks to Irvin on the wing. Her triple off the mark. Carly with the board. Carly wants to push tempo. Led Gully, but slipped right out of Gully's hands, but it was knocked over the line by Irvin, and that will take us to a media timeout.
Wow.
This one's moving a lot faster than the previous games.
That was quick.
It's Ashland 8, Russell 4. We'll be right back after this Restoration RX timeout, live from LST Johnson Arena on MyTown TV.
When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX Water, Fire, Mold, Sewage Cleanup, handled fast by certified pros. Call Restoration RX at 606-694-6946. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
At Big Sandy Superstore, we support factories and workers right here in the USA. We're always looking for American-made brands that are built to last and made to matter. Because American-made means jobs and opportunities in our communities. You'll get big savings on American-made brands when you shop right here and can feel good knowing you're supporting your neighbors, friends, and family. Built here, sold here. Big Sandy Superstore.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care backed by experience.
And we're back here at the 16th Region Girls Finals. It's Ashland on top of Russell, but it's early, 8-4.
Ashland shooting 50% early here, Chris.
Mm-hmm. And Russell has had their chances, only shooting 28% in this game so far, 2 of 8. Now it's Troxler inside, misses the mark, and it's Coons with the board. Darnell, she's pushing tempo. Ahead to Fleming, all alone under the basket. Gets the bucket and the foul, and most importantly, Brian, that's 2 on Ariana Gully.
Very much most importantly, and now here comes Brooke Campbell quickly off the Ashland bench. The size levels off a little bit here with Ariana Gully in foul trouble.
I mean, Gully is a bucket inside. If you can get it to her on the block and you don't double team, she's going to finish. Fleming's free throw makes it a 1-point game. And now Carly back across the timeline. Coach Davis directing traffic from the bench. We've said it before, 2 of the best coaches you're going to find.
Yeah,
and
most competitive by far.
I said Eastern Kentucky, maybe all of Kentucky, Stacy Davis and Mandy Lane. Duckweiler trying to get a step around Irvin. Instead, she gets called for the double dribble. So Ashland with a turnover, their second of the game.
Duckweiler a little indecisive there.
Darnell now with a step on Zoe J. Smith. She's going to take it all the way to the rack. Shot no good. Rebound ripped down by Carly. Here come the Kittens in transition. Good defense by Darnell to jump in the passing lane to take that opportunity away. Darnell feeds it down to Irvin. 2 defenders stay with Darnell. Irvin was all by herself, and Coach Stacy Davis wants to talk about it. It'll be a Blackburn Avenue Giovanni's 32nd timeout as the Russell Lady Red Devils take the lead on that dump down from Darnell, Brian.
Yes, easy buckets for Russell here have got them back in the game, running the court. We saw Cam Fleming do it. Now we've seen Lily Irvin do it. And Kennedy Darnell leading the way, pushing the pace and finding the open player.
So with just under 2 minutes to go, it's been a really good game, evenly played so far. Russell has fought their way back, and this, a lot of times when Ashland starts turning teams over, it just sort of steamrolls. Russell has collected himself after those 3 early turnovers and gained some composure and are battling here early, and this is going to be a battle down to the end, Brian.
Absolutely. I mean, we're seeing it right now, and it's kind of like a boxing match. They're feeling each other out, punching here and punching there. So
Zoe J. Smith shooting 75% from behind the three-point line at this tournament. Here's Carly, back to Duck. Russell doing a great job of extending out beyond the three-point line and not allowing any easy buckets. Carly's triple off the mark. Rebound Duck. She'll power it back up. Missed the shot. Trox now with the rebound. Out to Campbell. Back out to Zoe J. Smith, and Ashland will reset.
Yeah, the length and athleticism of Troxler there, keeping that play alive for the Kittens.
Taken away by Irvin. Irvin with a step ahead, drops it down for Oborn. Oborn's shot off the mark, but Oborn will go to the line to shoot 2 after the Gabby Carly foul. You can see there Irvin just reading the eyes of Carly the entire time and just shot inside the passing lane to take that away.
And they're going to roll the dice with Ariana here.
Oborn averaged 12 points a game, a 76% free throw shooter on the season. Misses that one. Gully with the rebound. Russell with a 2-point lead. Under a minute to play in the first period. Here's Zoe J. Duck, 3-ball, corner pocket, off the mark. Darnell with the rebound. She wants to run. Darnell, 2-foot jump stop, elbow jumper, no good. Rebound Carly, 42 seconds left in the quarter. Carly. Duckweiler, 3, no good. Rebound Gully. She wants to power it right back up. Spin move, left side. She's fouled on the way up by Cam Fleming. That's Fleming's first. That'll put Gully on the line to shoot 2.
Kind of a risky play there by Ariana Gully, but it worked out for her. You know, she could have possibly picked up her third foul there.
Gully sinks the first, and we're pleased to announce that tonight's winners of the Magic Show at the Paramount, 2 tickets will go to Stephanie Estep Phillips and 2 will go to Kathy Hughes. We will message you on Facebook to remind you, but congratulations to both of you.
We got some winners, all right.
That's right. Gully's second. Rattles home. Tied up at 10. Irvin. Here's Oborn. Oborn goes down with the ball. Zoe J is fouled on the floor by Lily Irvin. I don't know about that. That was 2 players.
Hustle
fighting.
Foul, yeah.
So in case you missed the substitutions, Presley Price on for Russell along with Troxler. And for Ashland, it's Addison Wolf. Here's Duckweiler, 7 seconds. Lost the handle. Picked up by Price. She's ahead of the pack, and her shot finds the mark. And that's how the first quarter will end. It's Russell 12, Ashland 10. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on MyTown TV.
Whoa, hey, fellas. You know the routine.
My bad. We got you.
Tom?
Now entering Clarks, number 24 from Georgetown, Kentucky, Malachi Marino. Make some noise for number 22, Brayden Hawthorne. You know him, you can't guard him. From Woodford County, number 2, Jasper Johnson.
Return, refresh, fuel. Clarks.
You know, I want everybody to walk into Dutch Miller Key with as much confidence as I've got going down this hill.
I'm not sure a first-timer should be picking up this much speed.
88 miles an hour?
He's looking a little wobbly.
Ooh.
That's still pretty good. For a limited time, check out 0% APR for 48 months on select new Tellurites, Sorrentos, and Sportages, and be sure to ask about 90-day deferred payments.
We're back to start the second quarter. It's Russell ahead of Ashland, 10-12, and after a slow start for the Russell Lady Red Devils, they were able to punch back, and the lead changed hands a couple times. Russell really getting it done with their defense and transition game, Brian.
Absolutely, you know, and neither team shooting the well from outside. We're 0 for 5 combined. Russell, they've kind of flipped the script on field goal percentage now. They're at 41%, and Ashland has fell to 30. So
Russell with 7 of their 12 points off of turnovers.
Yeah.
5 of those transition buckets. Here's Oborn against Carly. Darnell up top. Trying to find room around Zoe J. Step through Darnell. No good on the shot. Here's Zoe J now. She wants to push tempo. Ahead to Gully, who can't run it down. Another Ashland turnover. Not something they do a lot of, but
yeah, I mean,
that's their 6th turnover in the game so far.
Yeah.
They're usually the ones causing the turnovers. They forced 21 turnovers. Well, they've had 21 steals per game here at the 16th Region Tournament so far.
Crazy stat.
Yeah. Oborn wide open for 3. Back iron, no good. Oborn's cold streak continues from behind the line.
The thing with Gabby Oborn, we've seen it time and time again, is the streakiness. And as quick as she is now.
Oh, you know she's not going to stay cold the entire game.
Yeah, she's 0 for her last 8 from 3 in this tournament, and that's not going to – I wouldn't imagine that would stick.
No. Carly off the screen from Gully, turns the corner. Gully with the board, had it knocked out of her hands by Darnell, but possession's going to go to Russell. Cam Fleming rises to enter the game. She'll get Presley Price. Had that big steal at
Quality
the end of the quarter.
minutes early for Presley Price.
Ashland picking up full court. They want to trap early on Irvin. Here's Oborn. Has Fleming ahead. Drop down to Coons, but the pass was behind her, so Russell, with their 5th turnover of the game, will give possession back to the Kittens.
Did not expect to see 11 combined turnovers at this point in the game, Chris.
Russell sticking with that zone. They've had some success with it. Once they settled into it, Troxler will miss the shot. Rebound, Irvin. Ahead on the sneak out. Oborn gets the finish. Russell out to a 14-10 lead. Duckweiler in the corner. Zoe J. Carly, three-pointer, in and out. Rebound Coons. Shots not falling from behind the three-point line for Ashland now, 0 of 4. So we mentioned before the game, they came into this one at this tournament.
Whoa!
As Kenley Coons drains a deep three. And everything going Russell's way now. 17-10, Lady Red Devils. That zone really working out for Russell now, and Ashland just have not found the keys to unlock it. Floater, Carly, no good. Troxler with a board. Can't get the shot to fall, but she'll go to the line. Could not see who that was against. Looks like it was against Coons.
Kelly Coons.
That's her first foul. Jenna Delaney back at the table for Ashland. Troxler does everything but hit that one as it rattles out. So Zoe J will come off, and Ashland now with their original starting 5 on the floor. Both teams with their original starting 5s on the floor. Russell's really, I haven't seen too many teams handle Ashland's press as well as Russell has so far in this one.
Well, we talked about it last night, Chris, how hard it is to simulate what Ashland does in practice.
Floater, Oborn. Gets it to fall.
Wow.
Ashland's been on quite a scoring drought. Here's Duckweiler on the wing. Carly. Dump down to Gully. Drop step. Misses the shot. Boy, Ashland can't get anything to fall. Darnell quickly out to Irvin. Irvin wants to attack. Nope, she's going to back out and reset things for Russell. High ball screen from Fleming. Irvin turns the corner. Carly stays with her. Post feed down to Fleming. That will be off of Jenna Delaney, so Russell will have it out of bounds underneath their own basket. 5:07 left here in the second quarter.
Delaney did not agree.
No, she didn't. Darnell step through. Shot no good. Rebound Carly. Kittens trying to push and get something early here. Here's Delaney. She'll turn the corner. Her shot blocked. Rebound Darnell. Russell giving Ashland a taste of their own medicine here in the first half.
They really are.
Taken away by Duckweiler. Ashland has numbers. Drop down to Delaney. Three ball from Duckweiler on the wing. Got it. Ashland scoring drought.
We
finally broken.
That Gabby Oborn was going to get started. We knew Brooklyn Duckweiler as well. I wasn't going to continue to miss open shots.
We've got a Russell timeout on the floor. We'll take a break. You're watching the 16th Region Girls Finals right here on MyTown TV.
From the ground up, trust the pros at JR's Concrete. Residential or commercial, reliable, professional, done on schedule. Call 606-465-2601 today. Trust the pros at JR's Concrete. We pour it right.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
So the Brooklyn Duckweiler 3 from the wing cuts into the Russell lead. As you see there, the floater by Oborn. Pretty much a microcosm of what Russell's been able to do. They've just been able to create turnovers, get in the paint, and create easy buckets. And then Duckweiler finally breaks the streak there to cut Russell's lead to 5, 19-14. 4:23 left in the first half. It'll be Russell's ball. And I don't know, Brian, if Ashland can press this team right now.
No. They've got to make shots. They got to get going from the field to get more into that pressure that they usually have.
Here's Irvin. Feed into Darnell. Couldn't get the corner. She'll back it out. Now it's Irvin again. Duckweiler turns her. Darnell. Hand it off to Duckweiler. She wants to step through, but Duckweiler squares her up. Coons. Darnell will reset for Russell. 3:45 left in the half. Darnell trying to turn the corner on Duckweiler. Both feet in the paint, has to kick out. Oborn from NBA range, no good.
Wow. I don't know if she knew exactly where she was on the floor there.
That was deep.
Yeah.
Duckweiler, one more to the corner. Troxler puts it on the deck. Really need to start working Gully inside again.
Yeah.
They're sort of getting away from that. And Russell's the reason why. They're packing it in. Troxler lost the handle. It's a tie-up between Troxler and Darnell. The possession will stay with the Kittens. Zoe J. Smith now back on for Troxler. And Zoe Smith, she can shoot a little bit. I'm sure the move here is to try to extend that defense to give Gully a little bit of room to operate inside.
Gully still playing with those 2 fouls. She's done a lot of good things in these minutes with those fouls.
So Delaney fouled on the way up by Fleming. That'll be her second.
That'll be 2 on Cam Fleming. And we kind of talked about Ashland has way more depth than Russell. So.
So Jenna Delaney will go to the line to shoot 2. Delaney on the season, a 75% free throw shooter. That one rattles out. It's a cold, cold night for the Kittens so far. So Jenna's first free throws of the 16th region tournament. Her second, also out. Rebound Darnell, and she's immediately pushing up the floor. Darnell gets the edge on Delaney, drops down to Coons. Coons in the paint, gets the shot to fall. 21-14, Russell. 2:40 left in the half. Ashland still can't find a way to handle that Russell zone defense. Gully wide open in the paint, back iron no good. That's the kind of night it's been for Ashland so far. Gully misses the putback. Duckweiler, though, also misses. That one tapped over the line by Darnell. It'll be Ashland's ball out of bounds underneath, and that will take us to the Restoration RX media timeout. We'll be right back here on MyTown TV.
When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX Water, Fire, Mold, Sewage Cleanup, handled fast by certified pros. Call Restoration RX at 606-694-6946. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
At Big Sandy Superstore, we support factories and workers right here in the USA. We're always looking for American-made brands that are built to last and made to matter. Because American-made means jobs and opportunities in our communities. You'll get big savings on American-made brands when you shop right here and can feel good knowing you're supporting your neighbors, friends, and family. Built here, sold here. Big Sandy Superstore.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
2:19 left in the first half. It's the Russell Lady Red Devils 21, the Ashland Kittens 14. Ashland still in their huddle as the first horn sounds. It'll be Ashland's ball out of bounds underneath their own basket as the Kittens receive their final instructions from Coach Davis, and they'll repopulate the floor. It is the original starting five for Russell, and for Ashland, it's Zoe J. Smith for Troxler. So Ashland in a staggered box set. All the way out to Delaney. She'll hand it off to Carly. Tapped by Oborn. Back to Duckweiler, nowhere to go. Russell doing a great job handling Ashland's dribble penetration so far. Skip pass to Duckweiler. She'll settle and fire from three, off the mark. Rebound, Darnell. Now it's Irvin. She wants to push. Skip pass to Oborn. Three, Gabby. Got it.
Gabby loves to shoot the three in transition.
24-14, Russell. Another Ashland turnover. Irvin. Gabby, she'll settle in front of the Ashland bench. That one's short.
Somebody might have got a hand on that one.
Gully was able to shuffle it off to Duckweiler. Duckweiler will pull up for the 8-footer and buries it. Ashland needed that. A really, really tough second quarter.
A 3-minute and 7-second scoring drought for the Kittens.
Only their second basket since they went out to that first quarter 10-point total. Both by Duckweiler. Under a minute to go. 8-point lead for Russell. They're in no hurry here. Fleming on the curl.
Right idea, timing, and execution a little bit off.
Yeah. Good slip from Fleming. She was open, just the pass out of range. So Ashland will have it back with a chance to cut into the Russell lead with 42 seconds left in the half. Here's Carly. Zoe J. Smith. Blocked by Fleming. Gully misses the shot. Picked up by Fleming. Over to Irvin. 20 seconds left in the half. A chance for Russell to score again. Darnell's going to back it out. Mandy Lane wants him to slow it down and work for one shot. 12 seconds. Darnell trying to turn the corner on Carly. High screen from Fleming. Dump down to Fleming. And she's fouled on the way up, and if that's on Gully, that's her third.
I believe you got Zoe J. Nope, I was wrong.
That
it
was
is on Gully.
Ariana Gully picks up her third foul going into the locker room with 4 seconds left in the second quarter. Russell with a chance to push the lead back out to 10 with Fleming on the line on the season. Cam Fleming, a 70% free throw shooter, steps up and confidently drills the first one. So Brooke Campbell on for Gully, and we may not see Gully start the second half.
Decision to make for Coach Davis.
So Troxler coming on for Cam Fleming with 4 seconds left. Really just a chance for Russell to set their defense.
Well, Fleming is sitting on 2 fouls as well.
Campbell will inbound it to Carly. 3 seconds. 1 second. Carly's heave, no good, and that's how the first half will end. It's Russell 26, Ashland 16. We'll be right back to go over your first half scores on the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime show right after this on MyTown TV.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
You know, I want everybody to walk into Dutch Miller Key with as much confidence as I've got going down this hill.
I'm not sure a first-timer should be picking up this much speed.
88 miles an hour?
He's looking a little wobbly.
That's still pretty good. For a limited time, check out 0% APR for 48 months on select new Tellurites, Sorrentos, and Sportages, and be sure to ask about 90-day deferred payments.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
Whoa, hey, fellas. You know the routine.
My bad. We got you.
Tom?
Now entering Clark's number 24 from Georgetown, Kentucky, Malachi Marino. Make some noise for number 22, Braden Hawthorne. You know him, you can't guard him. From Woodford County, number 2, Jasper Johnson.
Return, refresh, fuel. Clark's.
Ashland deserves leadership that is steady and strategic with a bold vision for the future. That's exactly how I lead. Forward with smart growth. Forward with responsible budgeting. Forward with safe neighborhoods and strong infrastructure. Forward with the opportunity for the next generation. I'm Amanda Clark, and I'm asking for your vote for the Ashland City Commission on May 19th.
Did you know that teens can have their own debit cards at the Citizens Bank? Teach them independence while you stay in control. Ask about teen debit cards today. The Citizens Bank, committed to our community since 1928.
The Ashland area YMCA is where families and friends come to stay active and have fun. We offer a wide range of activities and classes, a safe and welcoming environment for kids. We also provide tutoring for middle and high school students. Follow us on social media at the Ashland area YMCA.
And we're back for the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime show. It's the Russell Lady Red Devils 26, Ashland 16. I'm here with Brian Hall, Chris Pullum, and Brian, let's run down the first half scores for both teams.
Starting with the visitors, Ashland, they were led in scoring by Ariana Gully with, Brooklyn Duckweiler with 5, Gully with 4, Jen Delaney, Gabby Carley with 2, and Alexis Troxler with 3. They shot 22% from the field and 50% from the foul line, Chris.
Well, 50% is about what they've shot all tournament, but they've been hot from behind the three-point line, but so far in the first half, just 1 of 6, 16% from 3 is Ashland, and they're going to need to heat up in the second half just to get back into this one.
Absolutely. You know, Russell led by Gabby Oborn with 8, Kinley Coons, Cam Fleming with 5. Kennedy Darnell only 2 points, but, man, she had 8 rebounds in that first half. Lily Irvin with 4, and Presley Price had a really timely steal and a bucket.
Yeah, and she sort of didn't, I won't say she set the tone, but she established what the tone was going to be in the second quarter.
Yeah.
That steal right before the end of the half to lead to the easy bucket. And that's really what Russell's game has been. It's been locking down defensively in that 2-3 zone. They'll get out on shooters, but then they really pack it in once the ball gets inside the three-point line. They've had a lot of success with that so far, Brian.
Absolutely.
We're going to take another break. You're watching the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime show right here on MyTown TV.
First National Bank is proud to support the 16th Regional Tournament. Just like these athletes, we're committed to dedication and teamwork, on and off the court. From banking to big dreams, we're here for you. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your home protects your family. We protect your home. Restoration RX tackles water damage, mold, fire, and more. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX 606-694-6946. Peace of mind starts here.
I'm David Salisbury, your current District 1 County Commissioner, and I ask for your support in the May 19th primary. Our physical court has driven economic growth through tourism, bringing new opportunities and investment to our community. From the new racetrack to our new 100,000 square foot sports complex, not to mention hosting 2 of the top 5 concerts in Kentucky, Rock the Country and Healing Appalachia. I am your 24/7 commissioner working for you every day. Humbly, I ask for your vote on the May 19th primary. Proven results, steady leadership, and continued success.
Mom, what's for dinner?
Trust is something earned, not given. Better financials lead to a better life. All with the Better Bank, headquartered in Boyd County and serving the tri-state. KFB, the bank you trust and the community you love.
We're back with the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime show. We're about 3 minutes, 45 seconds away from restarting the second half. And Brian Russell out to a slow start, but really stepped on the gas and turned up the heat defensively on Ashland to push out to this 26-16 lead. What do they need to do here in the second half to stay on top and get out of here with a win?
You know, it's hard to say that you want them to push the pace even more, but what they're doing by pushing the ball early in this game is that they're not allowing Ashland to establish their defense the way they normally would. Mm-hmm. And they're using the bigger floor here to get wider, as you mentioned earlier. And, you know, there's been 7 turnovers, but they were early and really for the last, quarter and a half, they've taken pretty good care of the basketball.
Mm-hmm. And for Ashland on the other end, really a first half where they're completely out of character. But now they find themselves in a 10-point hole going into the second half. What do they need to do to get the ship right?
Well, you know, Coach Davis just needs to get everybody back on the same page. They need to get this pressure off themselves that you know, they're a heavy favorite. And that can wear on you a little bit. And that, you know, Coach Davis just needs to get the composure back, get Ariana Gully in the flow of the game in some way, and go from there.
Which might be difficult here in the second half because Gully will start the final 16 minutes with 3 fouls to her name, which could cause problems defensively for Ashland as they try to claw back into this one. We're going to take our final break on the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime show. We'll be right back to start the second half after this on MyTown TV.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
I'm Jamie Reese, your Boyd County Sheriff, and on May the 19th, I respectfully ask for your vote because protecting your families is not political, it's personal.
Pick 6 for $19.99, a perfect meal for 2.
That's gotta rhyme.
Well, how about munching on Pick 6, my mouth going yap, yap. People always staring at my wings, they go flap, flap. Dave is so surprised because he didn't know I'd rap. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99.
Hi, I am DJ Reimer, a candidate to serve you on the Ashland City Commission. I believe in teamwork, dedication, and making our community stronger. Together, we can tackle the challenges Ashland faces and create opportunities for all of our residents. Let's work together to keep Ashland moving forward. And on November 5th, vote DJ Reimer.
Bong, bing, boom. Bing, bong, bing. Bing, bong, bingly, bongly, bing. Brilliant. Bong, bing, boom. Bing, bong, bing. Bing, bong, bingly, bongly, bing.
Life moves fast and the moments don't wait. The first steps, the first home, the dreams you work so hard for. Where you place your trust matters. At Members Choice Credit Union, we're here for every milestone. Through the hard days, the hopeful days, and everything in between. Your money, your future, your choice.
And we're back to start the second half. Ashland in a 10-point hole against Russell. And they will start on defense. Lily Irvin will inbound for the Lady Red Devils.
Wow, big time for Russell to have that first possession here.
Mm-hmm.
An early bucket could set the tone. Yeah.
Here's Oborn in the backcourt, picked up by Carly. Darnell, Fleming, back cut by Darnell. Here's Irvin trying to turn the corner. Darnell now picked up by Duckweiler. And Ariana Gully did start the second half for Ashland with 3 fouls. Oborn dumped down to Fleming, misses the shot, rebound Gully. Here's Carly.
Big stop by the Kittens.
Delaney, might have got away with a double dribble there.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that rule anymore.
Me either. Tried to dump down to Gully, and there's a tie-up. Possession will go to the Kittens. Kinley Coons, a great job there of opening up on that drive to get into the passing lane. Gully had it slapped out of her hand by Coons. Here's Carly, 17-footer off the mark. Rebound Delaney. Delaney shot up and in.
Jen Delaney so strong with the ball underneath, around the rim.
Delaney, the Ashland junior who missed most of this season with a hip injury. When she's on the floor, she brings an intensity that really you can't replicate that. No one can match it in this Kittens lineup. Delaney, no good. She is 0 for 3 from the free throw line, and Troxler called for the foul on Fleming.
Tried to rip the ball away from Fleming, but had more arm than ball there.
Oborn falls down, picked up by Duckweiler. Back out to Carly. She'll let it fly from 3. Got it. Shot. Ashland needed that one. Ashland with 5 points out of the locker room, cuts the Russell lead to 5. Here comes the double. That one thrown away, but Oborn able to run it down, and she's fouled by Delaney. You talk about sportsmanship right there. Who's the first person to help Oborn up? Jenna Delaney.
Well, I mean, that's just a hustle foul. Jenna Delaney doing what she does, and you're going to have that from time to time.
Here's Oborn. Trying to find room and lost the handle, but picked up by Darnell. Dumped down to Fleming, and she gets the bucket. Russell needed that one.
Ariana Gully thought about trying to block the shot, changed her mind. Probably a smart move there early in this half.
Duckweiler, nowhere to go, tried to kick out.
And Duckweiler's on the line,
It'll be Russell ball. Kinley Coons coming up. She hasn't scored a lot of points so far in this tournament. It's really been her defense and her rebounding. Kinley Coons making a difference where she can.
That's going to be Delaney.
So Russell, Ashland rather, out of the locker room, came out, smacked Russell in the mouth, put up 5 straight, and now Russell hitting back just as hard with a chance to go back up 10.
Yeah. Russell did not lose their cool there during that Ashland run.
So Oborn makes it 10, 31-21. Off the foot of Carly, out to Troxler, top of the key. Hands it off to Delaney. Now it's fed down to Gully. And Delaney thought about making a move and then decided better, ended up picking up her pivot foot, so another turnover for Ashland. That is their 9th of the game.
Coach Davis is going to give Delaney a break here, let her settle down for a minute. She was involved in a lot there in the last about 30 seconds.
Oborn gets the edge on Carly. Oborn, Euro step, missed the shot, and a foul will go against,
I believe, Darnell.
Darnell, that'll be, number 2 for Kennedy Darnell. Here's Carly across the timeline. Russell living and dying with that 2-3 zone so far. It's been successful. Duckweiler. Here's Carly. Duckweiler, floater, no good. Irvin with the board. Lily Irvin picked up by Zoe J. She'll step back, 3, off the mark, rebound Duck. B-Duck's gonna push. And Duckweiler fouled. That'll go against Lily Irvin. That's her second foul.
I thought for a second Irvin might set up to try to take a charge there, but kind of got caught in between. That's usually when you pick up fouls in transition.
Carly in trouble. Spins back, kicks to Duckweiler, 3-ball corner pocket. Got it.
Big shot.
Ashland needed that one. And we must have missed something on the board. They've changed the foul count. Gully only has 2 fouls now. Darnell powers up and through the foul. So she'll go to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. That one against Zoe J. Smith. And
I'm not sure about that foul situation, Chris.
I thought she committed 3, but they've only got her with 2 on the book and 2 on the board. Darnell sinks the free throw to push the lead back out to 10. Russell wants a 30, a Blackburn Avenue Giovanni's 30-second timeout. And Ashland, this has been a game of runs in the second half. Ashland came out with a 5-point run. Russell answered right back, and no team really able to get enough momentum to either pull all the way back or pull away, Brian.
Absolutely, and it's, Russell had a chance to kind of implode there and let Ashland back in this game. They fought it off. So.
Just a reminder, the tickets for the Magic Show at the Paramount Theater, we had 2 tickets that we gave away during the Russell game, 2 that we gave away during the Ashland game last night. Stephanie E-Step Phillips during the Ashland game, you won 2. And Kathy Hughes, the other winner. So we will contact you via Facebook Messenger to let you know when and where you can pick up those tickets. And we want to thank everybody for playing. I was surprised how many people responded to the contest on Facebook last night.
Yeah, very interesting show, it sounds like. So.
Illusionists freaked me out a little bit, Brian. I don't know if I can't go to that anyway. Zoe J, she'll bounce it out. Carly splits the defense. Carly, floater.
Tough shot.
No good. Trox with the board. Her shot blocked by Fleming. And Gully powers it up and in. Gully now with 6 points. 8-point game.
Ashland's got to have her getting involved to get back in this game.
Darnell trying to find an angle to attack, and Troxler squaring her up. That one blocked by Troxler, and she was able to recover it too. Now it's Carly. She has Zoe J ahead, settles, leaves it for Gully. Gully misses the shot, gets her board. Gully fouled. And I know Ariana Gully getting a little frustrated with herself as she's missed a few shots around the basket here tonight. But here, a chance at the free throw line to cut the lead down to 6 is Gully.
And give Alexis Troxler a lot of credit. Early in the game, she blocked a shot on this end, didn't go after it, thought it was going out of bounds. Russell ended up with the ball. That play, she blocks the shot. She doesn't give up on the ball, and they push ahead, and now they're fouling.
Maya Troxler now on for Russell. She'll give Cam Fleming a breather. You mentioned Russell runs a short bench, and that's what they've done so far tonight. It's really just been Troxler and Price that have been on the floor for Russell in substitution roles. You wonder if maybe the way Ashland pressures, if fatigue could eventually make a difference in this one. Duckweiler with a takeaway. Troxler thought about it, put it on the deck, lost the handle, picked up by Coons. Another quick-handed play by Kinley Coons, and it's Irvin ahead of the pack. Her shot off the mark. Rebound. Foul against Ariana Gully.
Now we're going to find out the foul situation.
On the Troxler shot.
They're going to call it her third.
So that'll send Maya Troxler to the line, a 39% free throw shooter on the season.
We missed something because nobody's objecting. So.
Yeah. So with 3, Ariana Gully will take a seat. Brooke Campbell is on. Maya Troxler hits one of two. Rebound Campbell. Here's Gully. Zoe J gets into the defense. Hits the shot on the left side. Lead cut back to 5 as Ashland's picking up full court. Oborn now with a step as Carly gambled. Her shot off the mark. Rebounded by Irvin. Right place, right time.
Nice
Lily
job.
Irvin.
The 9th grader, Mila Troxler, kept that alive for Irvin.
3 minutes left in the third. Some confusion on Ashland's offenses. They had a few players trying to direct each other. Here's Carly. Campbell.
Oh.
Carly splits the defense. Her runner off the mark. Rebound Darnell. Darnell trying to find an angle to get to the rim. Addison Wolf now off the Ashland bench. And Troxler fouled by Brooke Campbell.
That is, both teams are going to shoot the bonus the rest of the third here, Chris.
And that will take us to the Restoration RX media timeout. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on MyTown TV.
When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup, handled fast by certified pros. Call Restoration RX at 606-694-6946. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
At Big Sandy Superstore, we support factories and workers right here in the USA. We're always looking for American-made brands that are built to last and made to matter. Because American-made means jobs and opportunities in our communities. You'll get big savings on American-made brands when you shop right here and can feel good knowing you're supporting your neighbors, friends, and family. Built here, sold here. Big Sandy Superstore.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
2:16 left in the third quarter. Russell out to a 37-30 lead. It'll be Mila Troxler who will step to the free throw line. She is 1 of 2 tonight. Troxler on the season, a 39% free throw shooter, but that usually, as the season goes along, they seem to find their range. And that low number certainly doesn't represent where they are at this point of their season.
Absolutely.
Troxler, as I jinxed her on that one, misses the first one. So Ariana Gully, Jenna Delaney, and Gabby Carly on the bench for Ashland. Troxler ran down the rebound but lost the handle. Kinley Coons tried to put it back up and in. Here's Duckweiler now. Duckweiler's going all the way to the bucket. Her shot missed the mark, and Duckweiler called for the foul on Lily Irvin. That was a frustration foul. Duckweiler just lost the ball on the way up, but that'll send Irvin to the free throw line. And Lily Irvin, a 60% free throw shooter on the season. And so far in this tournament, Lily Irvin is 50%, 2 of 4.
Yeah, Gabby Oborn set up in the lane there to take a charge against Duckweiler, and that kind of made her cut the other way. That's when the ball came loose.
So Duckweiler will come off with 2 fouls. Gabby Carly back on. I can't imagine Duckweiler will be on the bench for very long as Irvin misses both. Rebound, Brooke Campbell. Here's Carly. 2 minutes left in the third. Campbell, 3, off the mark. Troxler with a big rebound.
Wow.
Troxler trying to power it up, misses the shot. Carly with a rebound, a tie-up. And possession will go towards the Russell Lady Red Devils. A minute 50 left in the third. Darnell with the inbounds. She's going to take it coast to coast. And Troxler called with the foul. on Darnell. I think the Ashland fans believe she might have taken an extra step there. But
the question is she did take an extra step. The question is at what point was that extra step taken compared to when the foul was called?
Brian, I don't even know what a walk is anymore. In 2026, I can't tell you what a travel is.
I agree with you. LeBron's ruined everything.
Darnell, dead eye from the free throw line, knocks them both down. On the season, Darnell an 80% free throw shooter. And the lead back out to 9 with 95 seconds left in the quarter. Zoe J. Smith can't get the runner to fall. Addison Wolf rips the board, saves the possession for Ashland. Smith fouled on the way up. If they give her the shooting foul, regardless, she's going to shoot.
Call it on the ground, but we are in the bonus.
So Zoe J. Smith will step up and shoot 2 free throws. Zoe on the season, the 8th grader, 55% from the charity stripe. That went off the back iron, no good. She's 50% here at the 16th region tournament.
Urban going to go out with those 3 fouls here.
Presley Price back on for Russell. Zoe J knocks down the second. It's an 8-point game as Brooklyn Duckweiler checks in for Addison Wolf. And a quick foul, and it was.
Yeah.
That'll be against Troxler. That's her 3rd. You know, it's funny, the first 2 nights were basically wrestling matches out here. And it really tightened up last night and tonight as well. Oborn drills the first one. Oborn with a chance to push the lead back out to 10. Misses that one. Rebound, Brooke Campbell. Here's Carly. Tie up from, I believe that was Price that tied up Carly. It'll be Ashland's ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Not sure what the conversation's about. There we go. Zoe Smith gets the shot to fall. Lead back to 7. Kinley Coons needs some relief, finds Oborn. And Oborn called for the push on Carly as Carly just beat her to the spot. So possession will go back to the Kittens after the foul. Here's Gabby Carly trying to turn the corner. Duckweiler. Drop down to Carly. Carly. Shot up, no good. Troxler pulls down the board, but she's fouled by Gabby Carly. So that'll put Mila Troxler on the free throw line on the other end, and Carly might have got poked in the eye there. So Troxler back on the line for Russell.
Troxler giving Coach Mandy Lane good minutes here.
Very good minutes. Troxler's first one, in and out. 44 seconds left in the third. Troxler with a chance to push the lead back out to 8. Can't get it to fall. Duckweiler with a rebound. Ashland pushing tempo. Here's Carly. Carly, 17-footer, way off the mark. So Russell will have it back and a chance to extend their lead. Here's Oborn. Oborn's going all the way to the basket. And the foul will go against Brooke Campbell as she tried to take the charge. So that'll put Oborn on the line. And if you're Ashland, that's not one you want to put on the line.
No, and Brooke Campbell, I know it's not the rule in high school, but it's still something the referees noticed. A little bit deep inside, obviously, the arch they have here for Morehead State games. And that may have been why she did not get the charge, is where she was on the floor.
So Addison Wolf on the floor for Ashland. She'll give Carly an extended break before the fourth quarter starts. Here's Duckweiler. Duckweiler on the drive. Her floater no good. Rebound Kenley Coons. Ashland really doesn't need to take the rush shots now.
No, they're forcing it at the moment.
Blocked by Darnell, and possession will stay with Russell. Sorry, blocked by Troxler on Darnell, and possession will stay with Russell. Price will trigger it for the Lady Red Devils. Oborn in the corner, picked up by Addison Wolf. She'll bounce it outside with 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Oborn, time to make her move. Oborn, 3 from the wing, no good. Trox with the board, and that's how the third quarter will end. It's Russell 41, Ashland 33, 8 minutes to play before we find out who will punch their ticket to the KHSAA Sweet 16. We'll be right back after this on MyTown TV.
Being able to spend time with patients is really what does make the biggest difference.
My goal is to get you as well as I can so that you don't need a doctor as often.
With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. We're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
The Ashland area YMCA is where families and friends come to stay active and have fun. We offer a wide range of activities and classes, a safe and welcoming environment for kids. We also provide tutoring for middle and high school students. Follow us on social media at the Ashland area YMCA.
You know, I want everybody to walk into Dutch Miller Key with as much confidence as I've got going down this hill.
I'm not sure a first-timer should be picking up this much speed.
88 miles an hour?
He's looking a little wobbly.
It's still pretty good. For a limited time, check out 0% APR for 48 months on select new Tellurites, Sorrentos, and Sportages, and be sure to ask about 90-day deferred payments.
8 minutes left for a trip to Lexington. It's Russell ahead, 41-33, and they will have the ball out of bounds. Lily Irvin will send it in. Oborn fouled right away by Troxler. That's her fourth. Oborn trying to find room around Troxler. And Darnell fouled by Gully on the way up.
That'll be 4 on Gully.
So Darnell, an 80% free throw shooter at the line, and a chance to push this back out to 10. Drills the first one. Hits them both. 10-point lead for Russell. Here's Carla. Drop down to Gully. Kick back out to Carly. Carly from 17 off the mark.
Battle for the rebound there, and it's
tapped
loose.
out. Oborn will get there first. It's Oborn all the way to the rim and gets the finish.
Wow.
Delaney on the wing. Ashland in a 12-point hole. Duckweiler.
Yeah. Floater. And good. Big
Gets her
shot.
shot to fall. Duckweiler. She's at 998 points now in her career.
They're going to need her to get more. Fleming, 18-footer. She can make that. No good.
Delaney with a board. Ooh, and a big hit by Gully. No foul call.
Yeah.
There's both players just going for the ball. Possession will stay with Ashland.
Wow, Ashland getting a break right there. Could have easily been a loose ball foul that would have ended Gully's night.
Rebound, Carly.
Big
and she gets
rebound,
the
big
putback.
putback.
Here's Irvin. Takeaway for Ashland. Troxler gets her shot blocked. Rebound Delaney, and she gets the putback. And Coach Mandy Lane wants a timeout. I believe it's a full. It will be, so we'll take a break too. You're watching the 16th Region Finals on MyTown TV.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank, working together, building success.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
This country runs on skilled hands, and right now, we don't have enough of them. Electrician jobs are booming, and IBEW Local 317 is training the folks who'll keep America lit. If you're ready to learn a trade that matters, visit us at 1848 Madison Avenue, Huntington.
5:59 remaining. Russell with a 6-point lead. Ashland's had a little momentum going here over the last 45 seconds as they're trying to fight back to get into this one. Nearly lost the handle. Here's Oborn, gets it up to Irvin. Irvin to the corner to Coons. Russell will reset. And Darnell picked up her pivot foot. Here's Carly. Down 6 to go. Carly up top. Russell. That 2-3 zone has frustrated Ashland all night. Troxler on the drive, lost the handle. Picked up by Darnell. Oborn ahead of the pack, kicks it back to Irvin. Picked up by Carly. Ashland now with numbers. It's Carly with Duckweiler. Duckweiler on the left side. Can't get it to fall. Troxler with a rebound. Over to Carly. Carly missed the shot. Irvin picks it up, and the foul by Troxler. That'll be her fourth. So Ashland had a 2-on-1 break, couldn't convert, had a chance to cut the lead to 4. Here's Oborn. Fleming. Drop step Fleming. Can't get it to fall. And Coons knocked it over the line. It'll be Ashland's ball with 4:33 left. We'll just give it to him. Troxler. Delaney on the wing. Duckweiler in the corner. Skip pass to Carly. Carly fouled on the drive. Not enough to send her to the line. That's only the first foul against Russell. I think if you're picking your all-tournament team right now for both teams, I mean, You've got to put Carly, Duckweiler, Gully, Troxler on it. For Russell, you've got to put Oborn, Darnell, Irvin. Floater from Carly finds the bottom. 4-point game. Feed down to Coons on the low block. She's triple teamed. Shot blocked by Troxler, picked up by Gully. Ashland with a chance to cut it to 2. Ahead to Delaney. Her shot up and in. 2-point game. Ashland powering back here with 3:40 remaining. And we've got a timeout on the floor. It's a Blackburn Avenue Giovanni's 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. Brian, your thoughts?
I mean, we're into the dogfight we thought we were going to have, the battle we thought we were going to have all along here. And foul trouble lurking, but taking care of the basketball seems to be the biggest thing right now. Making open shots, and this may come down to who has it last, Chris.
I think you're right, although momentum has certainly swung towards Ashland, but it's really been in transition where they've been so effective.
Yeah. In
the half court. When Russell can get back and get set, Ashland still has a heck of a time trying to score against them.
Absolutely, and 3:40 to play. I mean, maybe some free basketball, who knows, but somebody is going to earn their trip to Lexington for sure.
Absolutely. 3:40 remaining, 2-point game. Russell with the lead and the ball. Darnell doubled, trapped, gets it out to Oborn. Oborn gets into the paint, drops down to Fleming. Fleming drop steps, her shot blocked by Gully.
Nice job, the timing by Ariana Gully there.
Irvin gets it to fall.
Bucket, wow.
Lead back to 4 with 3:22 remaining. Dump
Nice
down to
cut.
Zoe Smith. Misses the shot. Rebound Coons.
Wow. Big miss there for Ashland, but a great cut by Zoe Smith. Coons wants 3.
Long triple off the mark. Fleming with the rebound. Fleming with a shot. No good. Gully with the rebound. Here's Carly. Zoe Smith, 3-pointer. Corner got it!
Wow, the 8th grader.
1-point game. 2:45 remaining.
A lot of people on their feet here. The whole Ashland bench, we got a loose ball, Chris.
Ashland with the takeaway. Here's Carly after the shuffle. Ahead to Zoe J. Smith. Her layup on the other side. She's fouled on the way up, so she'll go to the line to shoot 2. And with that, we'll take a media timeout. You're watching the 16th Region Girls Finals on MyTown TV. We'll be right back.
When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX. Water, fire, mold, sewage cleanup, handled fast by certified pros. Call Restoration RX at 606-694-6946. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
At Big Sandy Superstore, we support factories and workers right here in the USA. We're always looking for American-made brands that are built to last and made to matter. Because American-made means jobs and opportunities in our communities. You'll get big savings on American-made brands when you shop right here and can feel good knowing you're supporting your neighbors, friends, and family. Built here, sold here. Big Sandy Superstore.
Pathways has been around for over half a century, providing quality behavioral health care services for 60 years.
Pathways is your certified community behavioral health care clinic. Learn more at pathways-ky.org. Expert care, backed by experience.
Boy, business sure picked up here late in this one. 2:30 left. Ashland on the line with a chance to tie it and potentially take the lead.
Great find by Gabby Carly. Huge shot by Zoe J. We're a 1-point game. We may be in a brand new basketball game right here. And we are. Ashland hasn't had the lead since the first quarter. So with a chance here.
Zoe J gives Ashland the lead. Here's Darnell across the timeline, picked up by Troxler, lost the handle, but got it back. Troxler playing with 4 fouls, and Darnell just lost it over the inline. It'll be Ashland's ball. Right now, Russell just needs to gain some composure. Gabby Carley will dribble it up. And Coach Stacy Davis wants a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take one too. You're watching the 16th Region Girls Finals on MyTown TV.
Whoa, hey, fellas. You know the routine.
My bad. We got you.
Tom?
Now entering Clarks, number 24 from Georgetown, Kentucky, Malachi Marino. Make some noise for number 22, Drayden Hawthorne. You know him, you can't guard him. From Woodford County, number 2, Jasper Johnson.
Return, refresh, fuel. Clarks.
Your home protects your family. We protect your home. Restoration RX tackles water damage, mold, fire, and more. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX 606-694-6946. Peace of mind starts here.
It's hard to do.
Yeah, 2:10 remaining. Ashland with a 1-point lead, but certainly not secure as this game. Ashland got out to a quick lead early in the first, and then it was Russell that just took charge. And over the last probably minute and a half, 2 minutes, Ashland has found a way to fight back, and they've done it with their defense.
One thing to keep an eye on, Chris. Ashland 3 timeouts, Russell only 1. That could come into play here.
Another thing to keep an eye on is you've got 2 teams. One can shoot free throws late. The other has struggled from the line all season long. Carley with Irvin on her. Zoe Smith on the handoff. She'll back it out. Lily Irvin picks her up. Now it's Carley. Ashland taking their time, trying to get the best shot possible, but Carley lost the handle for a moment, then she's fouled.
Not a bad foul.
No. Russell has fouls to give. Why not take a chance? That's Darnell's 3rd. If that was Darnell. Was it Darnell?
I thought that's who they got,
So Ashland will have it out of bounds underneath, and Ashland seems like they struggle with these out of bounds underneath plays, but they always seem to get it in at the last minute. Here's Carley, spins back, baseline, got it.
Shot.
Gabby Carley. Take away by Carley. But she landed out of bounds. The Ashland senior not ready to call it a career.
Not yet.
She's trying to will this team across the finish line. Here's Oborn. 90 seconds left to determine who heads to Lexington. Oborn turns the corner and gets the finish on the left side.
Big shot there. Gully backed off a little bit with the 4 fouls.
Tapped away by Irvin, but Irvin whistled for the foul on the reach. And now the next foul against Russell will put Ashland on the line.
That is 4 now against Lily Irvin. Watching Lily Irvin all season, those 4 fouls will not slow her down one bit.
Carley now against Troxler with Fleming on the bench. Carley up top. 60 seconds left. Carley trying to get a step on Irvin. Carley, scoop shot, no good. And Gully couldn't run down the rebound. It'll be Russell's ball with a chance to volley back into the lead with 53 seconds left. Cam Fleming now back on with 4 fouls for an offense-defense substitution. Troxler will go to the bench. Oborn receives the inbounds pass. She'll walk it up against Carly. You are getting everything you paid for tonight if you're in LST. Oborn with the shot. Can't get the bucket. Rebound, Troxler, and a foul.
That might be Fleming.
If that was Fleming, that's it for her, and I think it is. Cam Fleming.
Wow. Cam Fleming has left it all out on the floor here at Moorhead.
She sure has. An unsung hero for these Russell Lady Red Devils this season, Cam Fleming.
She's always been there to do everything you ask. She's so fundamentally sound and just an outstanding kid, too.
Yep. So. And now, what we talked about, if Ashland's going to win this game, they're going to have to do it at the free throw line with 38.9 seconds left. Gully's first one, back iron, no good.
Now the importance of boxing out. Watch Kinley Coons and Alexis Troxler. Troxler has the 4 fouls if Coons gets a good block out here.
Gully settles, fires, no good. Troxler able to run it down, but it saved it right to Darnell. Darnell's going to go. Had a back tap.
Poked it away.
And a tie-up. Possession goes to Ashland on the jump ball.
Brooklyn Duckweiler.
You know, you look at who are your potential candidates for Player of the Year next year. Brooklyn Duckweiler is probably leading the vote at this stage.
Yeah.
And we've got a full timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with them to catch our breath. You're watching the 16th Region Girls Finals on MyTown TV.
When disaster strikes.
Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down. Ooh. Put your phone.
Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
32 seconds remaining in this one. Ashland with the slimmest of lead.
Yeah, and like you were talking about off air, getting the correct personnel on the floor right now for both sides, extremely important.
So what you're going to see here is Russell pick up with a ton of pressure early. And
they're 4 across. They may try to run out here, Chris.
There are some foul targets. Troxler fouled right away, which is exactly what Mandy Lane wanted. Troxler on the season has struggled from the free throw line, only 54%. But she's also hit some big shots in this tournament so far, Brian.
She absolutely has, and one thing, not just her middle-of-the-road percentage at the free throw line, you take her away from rebounding on the block as well. So
Troxler settles, releases the first one. Back iron, no good.
Irvin also playing with 4 fouls.
Troxler's second. Back iron. Rattles home. 51-49 Kittens. 31 seconds remaining. Here's Oborn. Double coming from Smith, but Oborn gets the corner. Oborn on the shot. Misses the shot. Rebound Duckweiler. And Duckweiler fouled right away, so Brooklyn Duckweiler will get a chance to go to the line as that one's against Kennedy Darnell. That's her 4th.
Oborn got just a little bit too deep there and found herself under the backboard.
You know, Brian, we say this all the time, but I mean, it truly resonates with this game. Neither team deserves to lose this one. Duckweiler, no good.
And again, now with Duckweiler shooting, the size advantage of Ashland, even though they're on the second block, This is going to be critical right here.
We talked about it a few minutes ago, how critical free throw shooting would be down the stretch, and Ashland really missed some opportunities.
Leaving that door open.
Yeah. Duckweiler makes it a 3-point game. 19 seconds left, Auburn.
There we go.
Russell wants a timeout. Mandy Lane gets it. So Mandy Lane with a chance to draw something up here in this full timeout. Brian, we're going to stay right here with 12 seconds left.
Might as well.
Yeah, Coach Mandy Lane, this is her sweet spot right here, her wheelhouse. Short clock, a chance to work a set for a shot. What do you think she's going to do?
Gabby Auburn. I mean, you want to get the best shot you can get.
Yeah.
Whether it be Kennedy Darnell, possibly Lily Irvin, possibly. But if you got to pick your shooter, especially tonight, I would have to pick Gabby. She's sitting on those 17 points. The good thing for Russell is they're going to put at least 4 kids on the floor that can shoot the three when you include Kinley Coons in that group as well.
So Russell needs a 3 to tie it. Mandy Lane right now. What you might see is a screen the screener with a flare for Auburn here to try to get her open for a shot, but it'll be 3 shooters out on the perimeter if they do it.
Yeah.
You'll have a shooter screening. You'll have Auburn set a screen. She'll get screened. Or she's just going to get a high ball screen and try to make something happen.
Kinley Coons, Gabby Auburn, the only 2 Devils to make threes tonight. Here's Darnell.
Darnell fouled right away. The Ashland fans believe she charged.
I think they wanted to walk. That's going to be 5 on Troxler. Again, it's a situation where when did the walk happen? When did the foul happen?
Yeah.
What did the referee see first?
So Trox is off. Gully is on. So for Ashland, it's Delaney, Gully, Duckweiler, Smith, and Carly.
Russell is out of timeouts, Chris.
Taken away by Duckweiler, and she's fouled in the backcourt by Darnell, and a professional foul by Kennedy Darnell, just trying to stop the transition. But for Darnell, unfortunately, that will end her night and potentially her career as a Russell Lady Red Devil. It's not over yet.
No. Ashland, as we talked about, struggled from the foul line off and on here tonight. Kennedy Darnell, not just a great player, great student, great kid. I consider myself very fortunate to have got to work with her in her early career.
And Brooke makes it a 2-possession game with 10 seconds left. Duckweiler's second. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Troxler. Ahead to Irvin, 6 seconds. Irvin gets a lane, throws the heave, off the mark, and Ashland found themselves in a huge hole in the second half. One that seemed unlikely they could come back from. Somehow, some way, they dug down, fought back, and win the 16th Region Girls Championship. I want to say, neither team deserved to lose.
No. Russell gave them everything
absolutely
that they could handle tonight. And Ashland, the size, the athleticism, the experience, and it just, in the end, it paid off in the fourth quarter.
So Coach Stacy Davis, her third trip in 4 years to the KHA Sweet 16. As the Kittens will celebrate at midcourt. Got to wonder what they're thinking right now. I mean, it looked like all hope was lost at about the 5-minute mark in this game, Brian.
That was her 1,000th point, Chris.
So Brooklyn Duckweiler hit 1,000 on. I kind of lost track of that. I got too caught up in the game, Brian. But
easy to do.
So Brooklyn hits 1,000 points on her free throws to win the game, to put it on ice, and it's the Ashland Kittens, your 16th region champions. We're going to take a break and come back for the All tournament team and trophy presentations right after this on MyTown TV.
With Ashland Credit Union's Community Spirit Card Program, every swipe supports what matters most: our students, our schools, and our community. From morning coffee to Friday night lights, show your spirit everywhere you go.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for Pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
We know your time is valuable. That's why banking should be easy. With personal alerts on our banking app, you can be notified of what's important to you. People's Bank. Working together, building success.
This country runs on skilled hands, and right now, we don't have enough of them. Electrician jobs are booming, and IBEW Local 317 is training the folks who'll keep America lit. If you're ready to learn a trade that matters, visit us at 1848 Madison Avenue, Huntington.
When you're ready for your next chapter, Jamie Lynn Barker at Century 21 makes it simple. Personalized service for buying or selling. Guided every step of the way. Call 606-831-5227.
Okay, Ashland, it's time to relax.
Mom, what's for dinner?
When disaster strikes, don't wait. Call Restoration RX Water, Fire, Mold, Sewage Cleanup, handled fast by certified pros. Call Restoration RX at 606-694-6946. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
Did you know that teens can have their own debit cards at the Citizens Bank? Teach them independence while you stay in control. Ask about teen debit cards today. The Citizens Bank, committed to our community since 1928.
Staff out at center court getting the table ready for the trophy presentations. The first trophy will be given to the 16th region runner-up, the Russell Lady Red Devils, who fought hard enough to get out of here with a championship. Ashland just got hot at the right time to pull ahead and to get the win here to move on to Lexington. And you know, Ashland, I think that if you would have thought, Brian, going into this game, you probably would have thought Ashland over Russell in a big way. But perfect game plan by Coach Mandy Lane and perfect execution by the Lady Red Devils just wasn't enough here tonight against Ashland.
You know, Ashland, we've talked about it this whole tournament, just too deep, too many athletes, and Russell gave them all that you could ask for. Coach Mandy Lane couldn't ask for anything else from her crew. And it's one of those games, like you said, you hate to see some careers end on a game like that.
Leading the way for the Russell Lady Red Devils, it was Gabby Oborn with 16, Kennedy Darnell with 9, Lily Irvin with 8. And I should mention Kennedy Darnell actually had 9 points and 10 rebounds. Behind them, it was Cam Fleming with 7, Kenley Coons with 5, Presley Price with 2, and Mila Troxler with 1. And for the Ashland Kittens, it was Brooklyn Duckweiler. 12 points, put her at 1,000 in her career, and she led the way for the Kittens tonight with 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 steals. Behind her, Gabby Carley with 11 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. And then it was Zoe J. Smith with 10 points, 3 of 6 from the floor. Ariana Gully with 8 points and 11 boards. Jenna Delaney with 8 points, and Alexis Troxler with 4. Those are your scores for both teams. And I think if you played this game, Brian, 10 times, you're probably going to have a 5-5 split.
You know, and just can't say enough for both these teams, giving us this enjoying this game the way we were able to. And Ashland, sometimes, like I mentioned earlier, carrying that burden of being the favorite is hard. And they showed that early on, but what a fight they put up.
Yeah. And another MyTown matchup for a 16th region championship.
Absolutely.
It seems like that happens all the time here
Yeah.
on MyTown TV. And I will say, while they're calling out the Russell Lady Red Devils, first it's the cheerleaders. Sorry. The Rowan County cheerleaders are your runners-up for the cheerleading award, which I think means the Ashland Kittens cheerleaders are they champions? Is that what you call them? Award winners. Let's say award
the
winners.
Cheerleading award.
Yeah. But back to the Russell Lady Red Devils, they and just Russell in general. They've been a great program to follow all season long. They've been a terrific addition to the MyTown family. We've enjoyed covering them, and Coach Mandy Lane is always very generous with her time. She spends with us before games, and I have a great respect for the way she coaches the game of basketball and how much she gets out of her players. And I can say the same thing for Derek Cooksey on the boys' side, and of course, they've got their tournament kicking off tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to be here all day tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right, all day tomorrow. You'll be on the call for that one, the second game of the day, which I think tips off at 1:30.
Yeah.
It'll be you on play-by-play as the Russell Red Devils will take the floor. And the Ashland cheerleaders will lift the 16th region trophy, and they're celebrating with the Ashland Kittens basketball team. I'm not sure who's happier, the Ashland Kittens basketball team or the Ashland cheerleaders.
That's just, like you mentioned, the sportsmanship and things. And just being there, supporting, no matter what the team or the group is.
So the cheerleaders pose for their picture with their championship trophy. And now I believe we'll have the trophy presentation for the team awards, and the runner-up trophy will be awarded to the Russell Lady Red Devils. Not an award that anyone ever wants to win, the runner-up trophy.
Not at all. And
that team has no reason to hang their heads, Brian.
Absolutely not. This team is special to me personally because these seniors were the last group that I coached when I was on Coach Lane's staff. Cam Fleming, Kendi Darnell. I got to include Abby Sharp, who unfortunately suffered an injury this year, and and Gabby Elborn. And they're just a great bunch of kids, and they're well coached, and they play hard.
You can see a lot of tears out there as they're trying to force these smiles, but this game meant everything to them. And
it did.
They just came up short. Somebody had to lose, and it just happened to be them on this night. But congratulations to Mandy Lane and the Lady Red Devils on a fantastic season. And now we have the game ball presentation. Mandy Lane will take that game ball back to the Russell trophy case.
A trophy case that Coach Lane has helped fill over the years. A lot of success.
And now, your 16th region champions once more, the Ashland Kittens. Senior Ariana Gully lifting the trophy. As they'll pose for their team picture here with all of this media in place. I mean, if you think about where we started so many years ago, 8 years ago here at LST Johnson Arena broadcasting games, you see all the media that's here now. We've got 3 streaming networks here. We've got radio everywhere. You've got newspapers everywhere, websites everywhere. And no one could be happier than us that these girls are getting as much coverage as they're getting.
And we'd be remiss if we didn't mention this is the first 16th region tournament in a long time without our friend Dickie Martin.
That's right. And our good friend Tyler Rowland sitting to our left has filled in for Dickie Martin. I won't say replaced him, but has filled in for him all season. And
more than
he's done a terrific job. And now Coach Stacy Davis receives the game ball to take back to the Ashland trophy case. Ashland fans going crazy behind us.
They are.
This was an emotional game.
She wants to shoot it.
Hey, I bet she'd hit it.
Yeah.
And now the athletic director, Jim Conway, who has made this walk several times over the last 8 years.
You know, this was always my favorite part of being a part of a region championship team was when they give you that box. It tells you where you're going to stay. It tells you, it has your game passes
and
everything's in there.
Yeah.
And
Conway looking like he's been there before.
Yeah.
So now the Sportsmanship Award will go to the Morgan County Cougars. And I'm not sure, actually it looks like there were a few coming down from the stands behind Russell. Here they come. So Morgan County wins the Sportsmanship Award here at the 2026 Girls 16th Region Tournament. And it's been a great week, Brian.
Yeah.
You've been here for all of it.
I have made the trip
every day.
night.
And we'll, as you said, we'll be back here tomorrow. Let's play 4 tomorrow.
Why not?
There'll be Mike Miller on the call tomorrow morning, well, at noon, rather, with Boyd County and Elliott tipping off at noon.
I'll be jumping in some point. I'm not sure what time, but I will be here at some point.
Family first. You'll get here. I understand you've got some obligations.
Yeah.
Now Gabby Carley will come out to accept her award. And scamper back to the Ashland bench as we get ready to name the all-tournament team. So Brenley Walker, the first named to the all-tournament team. Brenley Walker from East Carter. And I think she's here.
Looks like she's coming down from the corner there.
Yeah, I think it should be a rule. If you're a potential all-tournament team player, you need to sit in the first 2 rows
get closer.
After the game ends.
I don't know. I like the dramatic walk-in. So.
That's true. You do get to savor it a little bit longer. My fear would be I would fall. So Brenley Walker from East Carter receives her trophy as a member of the 2026 all-tournament team. Kelby Ford, also a member of the team from Rowan County. And I'm going to talk about Kelby without mentioning her sister. That never happens. Everybody always talks about her sister, but Kelby is her own player. And
absolutely is.
You know, when she could take over games this year from Rowan County when they needed her.
A 23-point performance here in the first round.
Mm-hmm. Nim Maynard from Raceland, the senior. As I scour the crowd, I'm looking for Nim to walk down. I don't see her anywhere.
See her.
But certainly a deserving member of this all-tournament team. If for no other reason, her body of work over her career, Nim Maynard has been a real factor in the 16th region for a long time. Now Emma Klinger from Morgan County.
She is here.
as she came down earlier to accept the Sportsmanship Award. Here's Emma Klinger turning the corner. There's so much talent in this 16th region this year and in years past. I mean, so many of these kids go on to have successful careers at the next level. And Jada Ray from Boyd County also named to the team. But, you know, most of these kids, they go on, they play at the next level, which is great. But what's most important is they go to the next level, their education usually paid for, or at least partially. So what an opportunity it is to play basketball in the 16th region, to have this, this much coverage, exposure that you get here in the 16th region.
Not to mention how fortunate we are. I was kind of discussing with my wife last night how lucky we are to have Morehead State, LST Johnson Arena. Not every region in the state has this kind of venue to play year in and year out.
Colin Groves, also from Boyd County, named to the all-tournament team as she makes her way down the stairs. Colin Groves had a good tournament. She's had a really good season.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, she's been called into duty to play several different positions this year. At times, she's had to run the point position. She's really more of a 2-3 than she is a point, but she's proven that she can handle the pressure of the point guard position if needed.
And also jump center. She does the tip-off for Boyd County.
J.C. Jevedon from Menifee. And
another outstanding career,
Yeah, there was some confusion last night as the Menifee coach, Drew Schwartz, had told media that she was only 18 points away from setting the all-time scoring record at Menifee. Turns out, after there was some calculations done, that was actually not enough to set the record. But
still a 2,000-point scorer.
To almost 2,500 points in her career. I mean, she's a fantastic representative of the 16th region. Peyton Burgess also named to the all-tournament team. And, I mean, she's had 2 20-plus rebound games in her career here at the 16th region tournament. Once last year against Boyd County with 21, and then against Raceland this year, 22 rebounds in one game. And you know, she's just one of those players that you can't replicate playing against. She can block shots, she can rebound, she can run the break. I mean, just a phenomenally talented kid who's going to play at the next level. Cam Fleming from Russell, in her senior season, named to the 16th region all-tournament team. Deserving, I think,
Absolutely.
Brian.
Cam Fleming is one of those kids that you just can't say enough about. Great kid. She battles. She doesn't care what you ask her to do.
Lily Irvin also on the all-tournament team from Russell.
Lily Irvin, another great kid that, you know, has stepped into multiple roles kind of for Russell.
Gabby Oborn, the Russell senior who put it all on the line tonight as she's brushing away the tears from her cheek to pick up her all-tournament team trophy. This one's going to sting for a while. Ariana Gully named to the all-tournament team. Last year's 16th region most valuable player, Brooklyn Duckweiler, who came up huge for Ashland here in the fourth quarter tonight. Some big steals, some rebounds, and then some free throws to put the game on ice. Brooklyn Duckweiler, a member of your 2026 all-tournament team.
I think we might get the MVP from the runner-up team, Chris.
I think you might be right.
And that has happened before. On the boys' side, a good friend of mine, Kyle Hamilton, did that in 1997 for Russell.
You called it from
Yeah.
Russell, Kennedy Darnell. I think she's as surprised as anyone because it's so rare that it is
it does happen.
But she played a terrific tournament, especially last night against Boyd County. If it hadn't been for her, I don't know if Russell would be here tonight. She played her tail off last night in that win. So there you go, your 16th region all-tournament team. These are some fine young ladies that represent the 16th region well. I'd love to have them in an all-star game.
Absolutely.
So, Brian, any final thoughts before we wrap it up here from LST and set the table for tomorrow?
Absolutely. Just a outstanding tournament that finished with a game we couldn't ask for more.
Could not. And it's a perfect lead in. Tomorrow the boys come to town. It'll be Boyd County and Elliott tipping off at noon at 1:30. It's Russell and Fleming. That's right. I'm trying to keep it all straight. It's been a long week, Brian.
It has been. A lot of teams, a lot of players thrown at us this week.
And then in the night session at 6:30, it'll be Raceland and Morgan County. And then the nightcap will be Ashland and Rowan right here tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And I want to thank everyone who joined us. And I'm going to try to get out after the break and get a couple interviews. We'll be right back after this here on MyTown TV.
Hi, this is Clay from Pollock's Jewelers. So much has changed, especially over the last 30 years. Now the latest craze, lab-grown diamonds. As the only certified gemologist appraiser in the tri-state area, happy to help you. Thanks again for all your support and friendship over the years. We'll see you soon.
Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down, yeah. Buckle up, phone down. Buckle up, put your phone down. Ooh. Put your phone.
Be safe, Kentucky. Buckle up and put the phone down.
Your home protects your family. We protect your home. Restoration RX tackles water damage, mold, fire, and more. Available 24/7 in the tri-state. Restoration RX 606-694-6946. Peace of mind starts here.
All right, we're back. I'm here with Brooklyn Duckweiler. Brooklyn, your play in the fourth quarter I thought was fantastic. In fact, if it wasn't big rebounds, big steals, big free throws down the stretch to put this game away, give me your thoughts now going back to the Sweet 16.
Honestly, I feel great. I feel like we came together as a team in the end, and we're ready for it.
Russell gave you a test tonight. I mean, they had you down at one point, and I'll be honest, I'm a big Ashland fan, a big Kittens fan. I didn't think you had it, but you girls sure fought back hard. What did it take to dig down and get that win?
We knew we had to come together and play defense. Defense leads to our offense, so we had to pick it up.
Well, go ahead and celebrate with your team. Congratulations, and we'll see you in Lexington. I'm going to see if I can catch up with a few others. I should catch up with Coach Jim Conway, who's right here. Coach, come here. You got to get on here. We were talking during your stroll out to midcourt. You know the path out to midcourt to pick up those championship tickets. You've done that a lot in your career here at Ashland, haven't you?
I've just been very fortunate. We've got good coaches, and we've always had good players, had good community support behind them all, and winning never gets old.
Well, let me ask you this. Down 10, late in the game, was there any doubt they were going to come back?
Got a little nervous. Yeah, we just couldn't put it in the basket.
You can say you had a little doubt.
We were nervous because it just wouldn't fall for us, but the defensive side of it, that's where I think we're able to make our way back. So, and we had kids make some clutch plays. So, as they should. They won it last year, and so they're repeating champs. So, proud of them.
Coach, thanks a lot. I'm going to see if I can catch up with a few players here before we get out. As soon as Ari's done getting her hug from Coach Marty Goot, I'll bring her over here with Jenna. That's just check Facebook. Coach will have it on Facebook any minute now. I'm here with Ariana Gully, last year's 16th Region Tournament MVP, back on the all-tournament team this year. Rough start tonight. You missed some early shots. Things weren't going your way. You got in a little bit of foul trouble, but you didn't give up. You stayed locked in, didn't you?
After we went into the locker room, we just had to discuss that we wanted it. We wanted it more. We knew that we came all this way and it wasn't for nothing, so we just had to keep pushing and playing. We had to really focus on our defense, and obviously it led us to some great shots.
How tough were those Lady Red Devils tonight? They came out with a purpose, with a plan, and they really made you work for it.
Oh, they really did. They wanted to get us stops. They wanted to, I don't know, they did not want us to get easy buckets. They really worked their butts off tonight, and I couldn't say anything bad about them.
So your last 16th Region tournament here. Give me your I'm not trying to make you cry, but if you do, it makes for good television. Your thoughts on your last time here, your last time around at LST?
Truly is bittersweet. I sobbed like a baby as soon as the buzzer went off because it's just an unreal feeling. I mean, your next minute you're playing in this really tough, really scrappy game. Next minute you're going to Rupp. It's just an unbelievable feeling, and I just couldn't be more thankful.
Well, you've been a fantastic representative to this program as your dad's there taking pictures. Want to congratulate you. Wish you luck in Lexington and at the next level. You're going on to Indiana Tech, where she's going to join her sister next season, and hopefully we'll be able to catch some of your games online. There's not a My Town North Indiana right now, so we'll have to find someone else to do it.
Right.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I was going to try to find Gabby Carley before we leave, but I don't see her anywhere. And so we may be wrapping up here if I can't find her. I wanted to catch the other Ashland seniors, Carly and Campbell. There she is. Here's Gabby Carley. I don't know if you can see me here, but I've got Gabby Carley. Played a fantastic game here tonight after you guys got rolling. It was a tough start. You couldn't hit shots. Nobody could. Things looked very unlikely in the second half, but you didn't give up. You stayed focused. You fought back, and you got the win. How tough was Russell to put away tonight?
No, it was pretty tough. It was sort of a nail biter down to the very last minute. They really did want it, like start to finish. They gave everything they had, and congrats to them. They did a great job.
I don't know if it's hit you yet, but Gabby, this was your last game here at LST Johnson Arena after a very long career here at Ashland. You've had a lot of highs, some lows. Give me your thoughts as you're signing off here in Moorhead.
You just brought that back up for me.
As I told Ariana, tears are really good television. So
it's very bittersweet because I'm ready to, go to the next chapter of my life, obviously. But there's been so many amazing memories that the Lord has blessed me with here in this gym, and so many amazing memories, especially with my teammates. So I'm just extremely grateful, honestly.
Heading on to Malone University, but not before you make a trip to Lexington for the KHSAA Sweet 16. Gabby, congratulations. And I think that will do it for us here from LST Johnson Arena as I'm here in the middle of the mix. I don't even know if you can still see me anymore. But I want to thank everybody who joined us for the girls tournament this week here at LST. We'll be back tomorrow at noon for Boyd County and Elliott County tipping off right here at LST. The first of 4 games tomorrow. Join us for all the action. And until tomorrow, for my production crew upstairs, I see Jeremy, I see Andy, I see Jeff. I see Brian over here. I see Brian Hall. And for Ben Spicer, who joined us. And for Tyler Rowland on the radio. I want to thank everybody for joining all of us. Till tomorrow. So long, everybody.